nkwụ no enyere gị ka ịgbaga nkwụ gị were ewo ya n'ala you pour it on the floor. Oh, na ga-enye gị poison. They will poison you. They will do this. And that the pouring away that nkwụ on the floor means the igbabedo nkwụ. And that is the truth.
What is the system of your body before menstruation? And what is the system of your body now in menstruation? System they change. In Igbo cosmology, in Igbo tradition, a woman is not supposed to fight when the husband is not there. No matter what you prick a woman, no matter how you shoot your hand into her eyes, she will maintain. She's waiting for the husband to come back. She will not table the matter to the husband.
Is he your dimba or is he your DG? What you call your husband, the dim when you say D, the statement is not complete. Because we have D. So when you say D, say, which D are you talking? Are you talking of your dimba or dinta or your dude? Mpaya was on ye kenga. Ya be say, well, raise the kenga nyegi. Here transfer of power. And the matter that in Igbo tradition, why in mwago, man why are they ikenga? Ikenga of every woman will mpaya. The day did a lawyer, why are that lady? And when someone asks one name, why lawyer? All these statements, when I take time, not all these statements. It's a sensitive statement. Somebody asks one name, why lawyer? Like, you guys a deal on one name, why? Why are that lady? Ordinary one.
I challenge people today. When you go to our ancestors, our mothers at 50s, 40s, go to their pictures, taking that time, the photograph. When you look at your grandmother, when you look at them, you don't need to ask, where is she from? The moment you see the picture, wow, this is typical African.
The concept of Ibanko, there's nothing else with Ibanko. And I asked them, and they didn't mind while I'm my house, not mine. Then, case him in Japan, guess I get boys, give you free. Onye ọbụla wufuru mmanya nwunye nyere ka ọ gbaa ya n'ala. Ọ gbabedo nkwụ nwaanyị. Once you see your menses, nature has prepared you for family. Nature has given you womb. It's a kind of give and take. Once you reach menopause, nature will take it from you. 13 years, nature will give you. Menopause, they will take it from you. Give and take. That's what nature did to where women are.
Today now, our women have lost their potentiality and strength of defense, protection. Our women no longer understand their position as protectors. In the olden days, such role can be traced to our ancestral mothers who defended their own, who fought for their own, who made sure that their children are protected. Even in the spiritism, the female spirit is a protective one. But the one where I don't go like now, carry me, go Bible. Come on me for there. Yes, remove me completely from anything that the Bible said. Say what our ancestors said. The ones that I can stand on. The one on whose soil I am standing. The one that I can defend tomorrow and next
The
tomorrow.
Bible written by our ancestors.
No, leave Bible. Come on for Bible. Come on that side. Come on that side. Pata, pata. Abia, ube. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tiriman Stenko Baka. You are once again welcome to this wonderful podcast known as Truth Untold Reality. Truth Untold Reality is a place where truth must be told. The thing is, we go tell you the truth. As you go pay you now, no one know because the truth must be told. You understand? So keep subscribing, keep watching, keep giving attention to Truth Untold Reality, where you will learn, and then if you get your own opinion regarding to African liberation, anything will concern Africa, concern religion, concern culture and tradition, values, and every necessary thing that can make the world, Africa, move forward. Come and share it with us. Today, our guest is the same person we want to know, but I don't see him before. We are bringing him again to board to come and discuss one or two things. Who am I talking about? High Priest Odogunwoke. High Priest, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Once again.
Thank you.
You were here before.
Thank you for having me the second time.
We will keep having
I'm
you.
highly honored.
We will keep having you.
All right.
So you're welcome. You know how they do, I'm not see Igbo man, where I be, you know, with the blue collar. So, and
Already blessed the color.
yeah, so, of course, you'll be here.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
it.
I can see.
Hey, no, there now. We was also there that did you want
So,
High Priest, you know, people they look up to you as a man filled with traditional knowledge, cultural knowledge. Perhaps they don't see that side of you, or maybe they may have not seen that side of you. Even if they have, maybe not to remind them, and those who never see, to tell them. In tradition, because mostly nowadays, people are falling out of traditional system, morals, and values, and then embracing the Western lifestyle, living the lives of borrowed culture. I may not say, if I say borrowed culture, I may be wrong, but I may be right at the same time. But a culture given. So that has made people to deviate from our original tradition and culture. Today, I want you to, if you, as an Igbo man, a high priest for that matter, I want you to throw light to the best of your knowledge on, like, the case of marrying more than one wife, like polygamy. Some say today is out of bound or is not ideal, as the white man taught Africans in his religion, that it is not imperative or it is not ideal for a man to marry more than one wife, you know. And then the case of reincarnation, our people believed and saw reincarnated people or saw reincarnations, but the white man came and waved away the idea and the ideology of reincarnation and said there's something like incarnation. The part of African spirituality that was taken away from us and then replaced it with the Western spirituality, which bastardized our system of spiritism. You know, to mention but few. So I want you to throw some light to the best of your knowledge on African culture and part of these things that I mentioned and many more that I did not mention.
Thank you once again for having me here. Was all over the world. As you all know, my name is High Priest Ikenna Idru. I am the messenger of the covenant. So, in regards to the question that Tenkobo asked about polygamy and reincarnation and other aspects of our tradition as Igbos, or rather as Africans in general. First of all, before we can dive into the topic that says marriage, or the aspect that says marriage or polygamy, we have to first of all treat the concept of marriage. Then from marriage, we now come down to types of marriages. Because when we were in school, I think in social studies, the teacher told us that the marriage is the union of a man and a woman. But that's not true. There are types of marriages. There are polyandry, polyamory, polygyny, and polygamy. Even what we call polygamy in Africa is actually polygyny. Because in polygamy, a woman too can have an affair. But in polygyny is a man having two wives. That's what polygyny means. Right? Now, what is marriage in Igbo settings? Kedotin di Igbo shall wine before the champion. I will have to explain it in details. Now, in the ancient time, Mama Hero 13 years are only out. Mama Hero 14 years are only out. Mana before Arola Gabwa Gigalubi. Now, Even though ụmụaka ebe m shi nwere mma na-eme na Igbo ya na-eji abụ 13 years. So 13 years is the age of transition for a child. Nwa nwaanyị ruo 13 na-eche nye ya womb. Onye mere na onye ọbụla sị gị 70 years wonder age. I, high priest, I don't agree to that. 50 years is not under. The white man cannot come and tell me that 50 years is an underage. Whereas before they came, my grandmother is still alive. She got married in her 13 years. So there is a way we'll be living before this will changed everything. So 13 years is the age of transition. Nature, I prepare you for family. I mean in the ancient time, 30 years your great grandmothers are galati. Some women don't know their women sister. Otaka one says she this year. A white man about some 18 years old legal age and 17 wonder age. I, high priest, I don't agree. And I will never agree to that. I have to trace it back the way we are doing it before they came. Now, in the ancient time, Mama wrote 13 years. Maya Abobianimu.
Okay, this is a sensitive topic. I would want you to, be more on the English side so that other people too will understand. Because Yoruba people get culture. This is a matter of Africa.
Africa.
Yes, so it's not just a matter of Igbos.
Okay.
So that Hausa man will learn, Yoruba man will learn, Efik man will learn, too many people will learn. So that is why hence it's something that has to do with Africa, Nigeria, and diaspora. It is not just Igbos. So please, they talk for English, make other people.
All right. So
even if you could speak Igbo, but make English.
All right. Like I was saying, in the ancient time before the white man came, we already had an established working system, both education, both everything you need. We have it here in Africa before the white man came. So anything I'm doing, I have to trace it back the way my ancestors were doing it before these people came. So before the white man came, our people never saw 50 years as an underage. In fact, so in those days, a woman that is in her 20-something years that is not yet married is an old woman. And the family start pressuring her. So in those days, 13, 40 years, you should be in your husband's house. Whatever you have to become, be it there. My grandmother is still alive today. She's still alive. And she got married when she was 13 years. So why would a white man come and tell me that 18, now 70 years is underage, 18 is legal age? No. Once you see your menses, nature has prepared you for family. Nature has given you womb. It's a kind of give and take. Once you reach menopause, nature will take it from you. 13 years, nature will give you. Menopause, they will take it from you. Give and take. That's what nature did to where women are. Right? Now, once a woman reaches 30 years, the mother will take the child inside a house or a room or whatever and lock the child. Not that they will lock the child, maybe they will leave her in the compound Nanguru, the compound setting. She will not go out. Now there, they'll be bringing little children for her, teaching her how to take care of little children. That's what you have today as marriage course or marriage seminar. So women do go to their marriage course when they are 20-something, 30. But in the ancient time, 13 years. That's when you go to marriage course. And how was it done? Your mother will lock you up inside the house and start telling you how to take care of children. Your co-wife, that's Muyedigi, can be going to the market and bring her own children to you and say, please look after my children. I'm going to the market. All those training will be inculcated into you, preparing you for family, teaching you so many things that involves family. Now, after 3 months, it is in Igbo tradition, it is called Irumbele. Now, the marriage course is called Irumbele in Igbo language. It lasts for 3 months. Forget this thing they're doing that say some women after marriage they will go to marriage seminar in the university or marriage course 1 year, 2 years, or 6 months. No, in the ancient time, immediately you're 13 years, your mother has already given you that foundation, teaching you what is family. Now, after 3 months, they will bring you out. Now, the day they will bring you out, they will send you to the market from there and tell you to go and buy something. Now, when they bring you out, they will decorate you with earring, chogema. This is the history of this makeup that women do. Some people don't know why women do makeup and men don't do makeup. Let's say now you finish building a house, you have to paint it, put balusters, put decoration so that it will be enticing, or you want to sell your car, you have to wash it, repaint it, so that anybody coming to buy it, it will be attracted. So attractive. Then women are like markets. women wahịa kpọsara akpọsa so a ga-epenti ha chụọ ha mma gbaga ha ọla ntị gbaga ihe n'aka gbaga ha n'ụkwụ decorate them and from there they will send them to market. Now once they are sent to market to go and buy something, it's assumed that everything that has been taught to them in that 3 months they have learned, even how to buy things in the market. Everything will be taught to them. How to interact with men, if a man stops you, how you're going to be friendly, everything will be taught to them. Now from there they will send you to market. Now those things that is being put on you, any man that sees you will know that you're ripe for marriage. And that is the reason why all those things are being decorated in your body. Now men will start coming. Now once they come, according to how your people give out their daughters in marriage, that's where the value comes in. How your people give out their daughters in marriage. Now, from Diabala Amon to Diabala Sato, when you make a 8 market day system, you know why Diabala Sato. Imagine that Diabala Sato, they have 8 days something, you know what I mean? After that Diabala Sato, then you now proceed to the next items. Now, what are the next things required? And we're three levels or 3 stages. I need to have a wine. Now, Ibango, Wishi, and the yellow wine. These are the 3 things that are being done for a woman to fully answer your wife. Now, what is the first stage? Ibango. In Igbo tradition, the Igbo have 2 types of drink. Mmanya and mmanya. The Igbos have 2 types of drink in the ancient time. Mmanya and mmanya. The palm one and the what do you call it? Liquor, whatever you call it. Now, ihe ndị Igbo na-eji ha lụrụ nwaanyị bụ mmanya nkwụ. Ada eji mmanya ngwọ alụ nwaanyị. I don't know, this side I have to speak Igbo so that it can balance so I can convey my teaching very well. Ihe ndị Igbo na-eji ha lụrụ nwaanyị bụ onye na-esi na agbaga nkwụ, agbaga bụ ngwọ, mmanya nkwụ na mmanya ngwọ. Mmanya nkwụ ka ọ ga-enye gị ịgba dị mmanya nkwụ. Mgbe a na-asị na agbaga nkwụ, ihe agbaga bụ mmanya nkwụ ahụ. Because ihe ọbụla nwoke na nwaanyị na-eme ọgbụgba, asị gị ọkọ ọkpa agbaala nnekwu. Asị gị na agbara ala, ihe na-eji agba ala because ala nwaanyị. Ihe na-eji ada azụ ala azụ, a na-agba ala agba.
In the olden days.
Yes, asị gị na ịgbaga mmanya nkwụ a this girl nyere gị gị gbaa ya. So all these women ask mgbe mụ na di m gbara nkwụ, madam gị na di gị agbara nkwụ, di gị gbara nkwụ enyere ya. Mgbe na-asị some women ask my husband and I are both married. Madam, you and your husband are not married. He married you. Or from all these statements, from all these statements, we should be looking at most of the problems in marriages today. Now, the husband will give you that mind. Now, this is where a lot of women do mistake. The moment somebody who put my anajala, who be the ancestors, because that day the man be available again, so both spiritually and physically, your forefathers they know the Ijite, right? Ijite were they one in Igbo tradition that's joining the ancestors. They also came to witness onye match on Obata. Gabi Bido create where her children and the family ancestral lineage. So they have to witness that woman. They have to witness that union. Now, these were a lot of people do mistake, a lot of girls. Some women may if they reach there, they will kneel down. First of all, take the drink and give it to the man. It is very wrong. The moment you drink that one, hear me and hear me well. Here, a lot of people make mistakes here. The moment that girl kneels down to give that mayunko or palm wine to the D, I've said it before, D is not husband, so I will not be using the word husband. D and husband does not mean the same thing. I don't know how the white man translated it, but I'm not in agreement that D means husband.
So what does D mean?
D means owner. DG, Dinta, Dimba, Dioji. So when you call me D, some women say, "Oh, Dimobiaga." What type of D is he? Is he your Dimba or is he your DG? What you call your husband, the Dimwem. When you say D, the statement is not complete because we have D. So when you say Dimo, say which D are you talking? Are you talking of your Dimba or Dinta or your Dioji? What you call your husband is supposed to Dimwem. See, not just the statement is not complete. So that's a different. Husband means maybe partnership, or we are not doing business. You're not my partner. I refuse to accept that my wife is my partner because we're not doing business.
Yes, I like
this is not a company. So she can't be my partner for heaven's sake. I don't know who is teaching Africans all these things. And that's why we must eradicate all false teachings in African society. So that people will go back to the true nature that our ancestors left for us to enjoy. Now, so women will kneel down to give their deed that way, and they will test it. This is where in my diction, I have my personality, I have my own personal Bible. It is considered lesbianism. Because it was rape and walking. Why had that wine? Why had that ball? Because why I got hammer? If go let's say now, Umunna are talking of how to get a land or purchase a land or whatever. A woman should not be there, because if a woman is there, she is indirectly being involved in selling herself. That is why in Igbo tradition, the woman don't talk about land, because it is not possible. So some women, what they do, they will take that drink and give it to the D. Now some uninformed D. Sorry, I'm not using the word husband. I don't believe in the concept of husband. If you're not Igbo, I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't help you. I can't help you. So some uninformed D, what they will do is that my no. You pour it on the floor. Oh, now again, you poison. They will poison you. They will do this. And that the pouring away that mango on the floor means they babe don't go. And that is the truth. No, you see why there are spiritual divorces everywhere? Because we are coming from the angle of nature and spirituality. When we talk of spirituality, people think it's going to carry out. No, these are things that we mean by spirituality. These are things we mean by going back to roots. You take that drink and pour it away, and your wife has already tested it. It now means that it's your wife that's balankoya. Is it connected?
Yes, very well. I mean, line.
Now, like I say, 3 stages can have every wine after Diabaliano, which is 8 market days something. I'm on 8 market day. Even a full market has every 8 days. When someone tells today we can join a king, we can't take away. That's the way we count it. So the first stage will be bango. It will work. It will only share. And even lawyer. I have explained the concept of bango because a lot of people don't know what it means before. They think bango are going to favor. Make it any video. No, that should be done. No, bango my uncle. Abadongo. The concept of bango my uncle. That's nothing else. Bango. And I asked them, and they didn't mind what I not mine. Then, case him in Japanese, guess again, boys, give you free. Only about from my union in a call by another. Oh, but I don't know why. Even now, one of the girls on the girl when you're born here. That's why I see some women are lonely in their marriages. And there are so many divorces here and there because I don't put the woman. The ancestors don't know about the Ibank. Now, after Ibank, what do you do? Giga Ugo. Kiwonishi. Depending, according to Bible, according to Bible, a woman that is not a virgin, bride price here, na drop. Man and couple virgin, bride price here na dey high. According to the scripture, even in our tradition.
So which one are you talking about now? Are you talking about Bible teaching or you're talking about our traditional teaching?
Yeah, Bible teaches our traditional teaching. That's why I combined the two. In ancient Igbo traditional settings, because in those days they mostly marry as virgins. Majority of women is their husband that on that night they will go into your wife, and once it's virgin, you take the white piece of clothes and clean your this and show the woman man. So many things. That's African culture too. So many, even some outside people too, they still do something like that. They will clean so that to show that she's a virgin. So in those days they marry mostly as virgin. So even when David married Abigail, he didn't pay for the bride price because Abigail was a widow. But when he married Michael, he paid for the bride price because Michael was a virgin. So according to Bible, there are bride prices for virgin and non-virgins. Okay. Because you cannot just be paying for something that people have been eating for J2K.
Okay. this teaching, you are in line with what I know as Igbo tradition.
Exactly.
But the one where I don't go like now, carry me go Bible. Come on me for there. Yes, remove me completely from anything that the Bible said. Say what our ancestors said, the ones that I can stand on, the one on whom soil I am standing, the one that I can defend tomorrow and next
The Bible
tomorrow.
written by our ancestors.
No, leave Bible, come on for Bible, come on that side, pata pata. Flow, keep telling us the culture, and like you have mentioned, Ebongo, Oguishi.
Wish can know.
Go ahead, have that Bible. Say according to your father, your ancestors. Leave waiting David talk with who David pay bride price or who David no pay bride price. Say the one way our people know. Leave that side. Unless you want to tell me that our people do not have their culture and traditional values is not extended to.
Well, anyway, thank you very much for that line. If you know me very well, if you go through my social media pages, I made it clear that I don't know why. Like everybody have their pattern of teaching. I cannot teach without relating the scriptures. That's one thing about me, right? But I will try to, like you said, it's your program, so I will try to.
No. It's not a matter of program. It's a matter of we are trying to teach the people our culture, what is obtainable, what our forefathers did. So when you take people attention to Bible teaching, you are now indirectly or directly letting people know that our culture was borrowed from the Bible, because the Bible teaching has been in our system, has been given to us, and has made people almost believe, not almost, have made people believe that everything that we are doing today was orchestrated from the Bible, or that some of the things that we are doing today is condemned by the Bible. So that is why when I talk tradition, when I want to let people know our morals, what our forefathers did, I want to tell you what they did. And then I cannot borrow a positive ideas telling you that the Bible actually did this, of which you want to use it to promote. You want to use the Bible teaching to promote our culture.
Yeah, because
so meaning that if you are using the Bible to promote our culture, you are actually saying that what we are practicing today was borrowed from the Bible.
Not borrowed. Actually. I never said that.
No. To people, you know why I say this is Bible, Christianity, or Bible in quote, was handed over to us to believe in two things. That most of the things we are doing today, our existence, can be traced to Bible, and then most of the things we are doing today can be is condemnable by Bible. So these are the two things the white man used the Bible to do, to actually let you know that what you're practicing today was given to you through the religion, and then things that are condemned that you're doing is actually being condemned because the Bible said they are bad.
Anyway, why I related the Torah or the scriptures is because the people you see in the scripture are actually our people. They are actually Africans.
So leave Bible. Use our ancestors. Use our ancestors. Leave that Bible. David, pay.
We know what here.
Leave David, pay. David, no pay. You see the way you're talking about uncle. Every African, every Nigerian is now ear opened, because what you're saying now, about 60% of Igbos don't know this thing you're saying. You understand? So their ears are open. Keep trending, keep pushing on that, our ancestral lineage, our ancestral practice.
Well, I don't know if it's going to offend some people, because most of our guests are no more virgins. Like, paying huge amount of money for someone who is not a virgin, I don't know how it's going to sound. But I'm telling you, according to our tradition, in the ancient time, there are bride prices for virgins and non-virgins. Let's say now I have a car, and I'm going to buy an oil, there is a seal that is covering the oil. So once I get the oil and the seal is open, even if I have to buy it, it might not really actually be the same price of how much they're selling the one that the seal is intact. So a woman was born with natural padlock on her waist. It is only the owner of a house that have the lock to open any padlock. So that's why there are bride prices for virgins and non-virgins. Now, give your kobo, you pay now to be her head. That's why I say paying for brides price. So there are phone price, there are car price, there are house price, there are land price. Everything has prices, and there is a bride price. So if I want, I can buy 2 cars. If I want, I can. We don't use the word buying for marriage because human being is not involved, so we don't say buy. What we will not say is wine. Now, what is wine? Wine is, let's say for example now that there are lots of firewoods packed somewhere here. Let's say there are firewood that are heat here. I might just call someone and say, please come. Because Bianna, Lotramo phone kunimen come down pack ranga. There was a place I said this. Some elders are some continue. This language is a lot of people don't know it. So many people, these are first time of hearing this. The same way Charlotan could be a galotra munkunga pack rangaka, anga onyaga loron wine. Ilon wine, yellow is the same thing. That's the same language. Alotram wine, alotana, oga lotan konuya, so it's the same thing. So I lot of wine. Now I may be a wish you say. The only person gamma a goal wish you only you and your father-in-law. Your wife will not know. Your brothers will not know. Your kings. Man, today I got you wish you wine. Someone there drew the person. Man, at the same time, now again a father-in-law. Oh, yeah, man, actually wish wine the mother again there. The mother are there. No. Or was it the one at the mother knows there? Was it one? Oh, agreements. Nobody can make all this from here. I put him in I use the word also because human being is involved. Nobody can make go and you don't discuss it. Just like in the ancient time, as na mother meraro, as no ga kwala. Onya akuchala. Again discuss in a meeting. Mother baga easier. But these days the phone reporters that's why get a in the ancient time, that akuchala or Togarishan village or whatever. Any other place. But a lot of things has changed. So nobody is supposed to know. Not even your kinsmen, not even your brothers. You don't discuss it. It's a private secret something between you, because in your transfer of Ikenga, that moment that woman is saying acknowledge that is acknowledging that you are her Lord and personal Savior. And when you were my nyege, Mpaya was on ye Ikenga. Ya be say well raise Ikenga nyege. In your transfer of power. And the matter that in Igbo tradition, why they want man why are they Ikenga? Ikenga of every woman of Mpaya. The day did be a lawyer, why are that lady? And when someone asks one name, why a lawyer? All these statements, I take time, not all these statements. It's a sensitive statement. Somebody asks one name, why a lawyer? Like, you guys deal one name, why are that lady? Ordinary one. So, Bible says, well, you get that Ikenga. The Ikenga of every woman of Mpaya. The moment you be a lawyer, Ikenga automatically changes hand to the end. Again and get it. No, why won't get it? Dear. Gene ku gwa ji wuru die wo na ali igba dey bi nwan yugu and dey bi nwoku ugu so wo na ebri mugu and dey bi di ugu ma wala ngere. That's what it means, but a lot of people don't know. The moment ebri mugu as a child mana nwunye mu ebi di ugu because I may clear that when you have roots, a woman has no roots, a man has roots. The penis is a root of a man. The women try to have roots by their clitoris, but nature cut it off. So a woman has no roots. A woman's Ikenga is her husband. That's what it means. A woman's Ikenga. And this will also bring us to a lot of things that is happening in this generation. In Igbo tradition, why a woman does not wear ishago. A fan of ishago, why are they here? Why are they walk? Why some women naturally has you want to cook stew, you go and buy fowl and eye or pef. They fowl. In Igbo tradition, a woman does not buy fowl. Because if ihe na-eweta ndụ adịghị ewere ndụ, if a woman takes away blood or takes away life, o nweghị ike nga gazatara ya ọnụ ya. Mana ọ bụrụ na nwoke ga-awọ gbuo mmadụ, ọ bata ewere ewume gịnị mee restitution, gbaa ya ọnwụ, so that ike ga-enwe ike mee gịnị zala ya ajụjụ ya. Nwaanyị enweghị ike nga, so kedu ihe ga-azara ya ọbara ha wụfụ? O nwere ike mgbe a ga-anaghị ụgwọ ọbara ahụ ịkwafuru through your check bet. So in Igbo tradition, a woman does not kill fowl. A woman does not buy fowl. A woman does not wear ishago, because the depiction you're showing us is masculinity. Ago in a real that animal, blood waster. So you don't depict it you as someone who brings life into this world. No, there are things you represent and there are things. That's why I tell some women that come to me for marriage counseling, I say, if a woman remain in your feminine state, if a woman remain in your masculine state, this is how the world can be. Now, like I said, anything that there is a price attached to it, like phone price, car price, bride price, a man is not limited to the number of things he can buy or purchase. If you enter polygamy, I can buy 2 cars, I can buy 2 phones, I can pay for 2 people's bride price. Because when we were school, they taught us 2 types of marriage, that a marriage is a union between a man and a woman. No. That is white man's ideology. I totally do not conform to it. I totally do not conform to it. So bride price is like buying and selling, because anything that there is a price tag attached to it, you go and you're negotiating. Let me give you this, but no, don't give me no. That is negotiation. That is buying and selling. Right? So the concept of polygamy, that a lot of modern women may not be comfortable with it. Do you know that in the actual sense, polygamy favors women more than men? A lot of people might not know this. Do you know that if I'm a woman, I would even like my husband, my D, to bring in another wife, so that the burdens and the house chores and the stress in the house can be less for me. Right? There are so many aspects of polygamy that women are trying to overlook, which it does not make sense. So let's take one of our actors, Yul Edochie's case, as a case study, because the news has been flying all over the internet. People are choking mouth, people are talking. So if we talk about it, I think that is so. Yul Edochie got married the second wife, and the first wife he left, and a lot of her fans are insulting the guy and so many things to that. If that woman was wise, she shouldn't have left her home for another woman to come and take over. After all, Ndi was saying, hey, but I can die. She's not pursuing you, so why are you leaving? I don't see why you're leaving. Spiritually, biologically, traditionally. Okay, let's come to the aspect of biology. A woman sees her menses 13 times in a year. You know that?
Yes, very well.
And a month is 28 days. A month is not 30 or 31. I will prove it. This is one of the teachings I made in 2022 that broke the internet. Now, 7 days makes 1 week. 14 days makes 2 weeks. 21 days makes 3 weeks. And 28 days makes 4 weeks. And 4 weeks is 1 month. The moon comes out every 28 days. A woman sees her menses every 28 days. So whether the aspect of hormonal imbalance or infection, some might see 26 or 30, depending. But the cycle period, without hormonal imbalance, without any problem, the cycle period that a woman sees her menses every 28 days. So now, if you calculate 28 times 13, it will give you 364 days. The remaining 1 year. The remaining 1 day, sorry. Now, what is that 1 day? Even the white man tell you 1 leap year, the way they count it. Now, what is that 1 day? That 1 day is the time that our ancestors believed. That our people believe that the ancestors who are in Egypt, that is the thin line between them and humans, that they will come into the world to bless their offspring with children. And where the day of Aquarius, Obochi Aquarium, the day that the ancestors come to, and then I jump on Gafo, and you have one. That's one day. So a woman sees her menses every 28 days, and it is 13 times in a year. Alright? Now, every 28 days, a woman sees her ovulation. Once in a month, a woman sees her. And once a woman sees her ovulation, her body will be sweeting her. Now, I'm asking women, do you know that that's once in a month that a woman sees her ovulation and her body will be doing so? Do you know that a man sees his ovulation every blessed day? Because the sperm cell reproduces millions every blessed day. So, in other words, if a sperm cell is producing on my waist every millions of sperm, not thousands, every blessed day. So I will now have to wait for a woman once in a month to allow me to go in and fertilize her. That's number one. Secondly, if you come to our modern day, our present day, day-to-day living, you see that a lot of people are being buried on a daily basis. Talk about what is happening in Olo, what is happening in so many in the northern part of Nigeria. Men are being killed on a daily basis. Go to the prison have 95% of male population. See the Reverend Fathers who have decided not to marry. See the gay community, LGBTQ. So in other words, when you come to our system, there are few men than women. There are few men than women. So if every man starts marrying one wife, so women will not have a husband. Because the ratio, there are more women in the society than men. Say that they are going to war, men, army, men. Say they kill people for Borono, for Kogi, for North, for West, for East. Men on a daily basis. So there are more number of women in the society than men. So and I'm asking, all these women, if every man start marrying one wife, so women will not get married, then who will marry the rest of the women? Because the goal is for every woman to have her own husband and bring up a child who will come under the mentorship and leadership of a man. That is the goal. That is why our ancestors instituted polygamy as a way to curb unmarriedness in our society. Because polygamy means every woman will have a husband. Every woman will have a D. That's what polygamy means. Thank you.
Okay, I want to say something. You said because there are few men than women.
Yes, right.
So because of that, every man should go and marry more than one wife in order to less the number of women.
Unmarried women now.
That sounds a little bit political. Okay, that sounds a little bit political rather than culture. I will omit or dispute that because our ancestors did not actually marry because there were too many women.
That's one of the reasons. I never said this.
Okay, they didn't marry because there were too many women on ground. Our ancestors married more than one wife because it is culture that a man can marry as many wives as he can take care of.
I also explained it when I talked of bride price. There are no limited thing to what a man can buy.
Yeah. So man is supposed to marry more than one wife. Marrying more than one wife is as far as his capacity can carry him. Some people married more than one wife, resulting from the first wife not being able to give birth. And then they trace the reason. It is not upon the man.
So many factors.
But upon the woman.
When I mentioned of the statistics that there are more women in the society, it's one of them. There are also spiritual aspects, like when you're in your period, don't cook for your husband. So there are so many reasons.
Yes.
It's not just one. I wanted to learn to all those.
Yeah, so there
go ahead.
There are so many reasons which was attached to safety, cultural, than trying to please the women. So that's why I said it's to women or to some people who heard you say because there were too many women, so men were marrying them in order not to leave them unmarried. Some people will say, we can't talk this one. So that's why I try to clear that side. To give them a tangible reason for our ancestors marrying more than one wife. So it's not because you want to satisfy.
So are you telling me that trying to eradicate the number of unmarried women in the society is not a tangible reason?
It's not a tangible reason.
No, it's a tangible reason. So that every woman will have a husband.
No, it's political.
No, it's
You know why I say it is political? It is political, like it means that you are trying to please the women. Because if you are not, if I'm a man and I'm married 2 wives and you never marry, this girl never marry, man, go marry him. What it means is that me trying to please you, to make you feel pleased. But when I woke up and then outrightly, my conscience from infant as I am growing, my conscience for marriage is that I go marry more than one wife. So if I marry the first one, when I'm going for the second one, I'm going for the second one because I want a second one. When I'm going for the third one, I'm going for the third one because I want the third one. But when you say it is because I look and say, but this girl never married. My pity, I'm marrying. What it means is that you are trying to please the girl. So that is why I say I take that one off. But the ideology of our ancestors marrying more than one wife because it is cultured in them that as Igwe, as Eze, as a king, you say, okay, I have all the wealth to marry more than one wife. My father, who was the late Igwe, married 3 wives. My grandfather married 4 wives. My great-grandfather as Igwe. So it is now me now who has the wealth. And when we say wealth, we are talking about yam ban, sheep, goats, chicken, land, and its plantation. No, I'm talking about when you talk about wealth.
In the ancient time.
In the ancient time.
Someone who is a hunter is his own part of wealth. That's why we have Dinta.
You know, I am not talking about the person. Okay. I'm talking about what makes you wealthy.
In the ancient time.
In the ancient time. It is not by, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about what you have that made you wealthy. That's why I'm counting sheep, okay, goats, yam, fowl, plantations, lands. These are the attributes of wealthiness in the ancient time, not money. You know. So, as a king, you are wealthy enough to take for yourself more than one wife because you can take good care of them. The other way around, a man can marry first wife after 1 year because it is in this present time that a man will marry, and after 1 year, the wife did not give birth. 2 years, she did not give birth. 3 years, she not, and then the man is waiting. They say religion has made you to wait that one day it will happen. In the olden days, our people were not that patient because why? Our ancestors were mindful of death. Our ancestors knew that one day this man may not be again. So within this time, this man needs a seed that will succeed him in case he is no more. So after 1 year and a year plus, the woman did not give birth. Woman now will go and find out what is wrong. If the man is not responsible,
1 year is too soon.
Yeah?
1 year is too soon.
No, I said 1 year plus.
It's too soon.
So how many years are they supposed to wait?
At least if your wife is not conceiving or giving birth, at least period of 4 to 5 years.
In the ancient time, I'll be now. Are you talking about now? I'm talking about the ancient time when I come now. Now is that's why I said now they tell you to be patient enough. That's why a man will be patient 3 years, 4 years. I'm talking about ancient time. In the ancient days, no patience. Well, once 1 year, because like you counted the menstrual cycle, you counted ovulation, and then ovulation time is the rightful time for you as a man to hit the jackpot, and the ball will start rolling. Now, that ovulation time that the woman is supposed to be on her heat, the man plays the jackpot, you know what? Next month, you know what? Next 2 months, you know what? next 3 months, 5 months, you keep hitting the jacket at the accurate and appropriate time, it's not working. They begin to organize them. You understand? So 1 year, a year, and woman now will start looking into it because every other woman married within that same time you got married are already carrying their own children. And then you, up to this time, 2 years after, you've not carried your own. So woman now will start looking into the matter. Whose fault is it? If they find out that it is not the fault of the man is okay. The next thing they will do is to go and marry another wife for the man. Because why? Our ancestors believe in Ameshina. So they will go and marry another wife for the man. Obieshina. So Ameshina. You know? So they will go and marry another one for the man. If they marry the second one, 2 years reach, no born, they go marry another third one. So by so doing now, you see polygamy, the man is growing into marrying more than one wife. Perhaps after the third one or fourth one, the first one now might conceive.
It happens in so many cases.
Yes. The first and second one might conceive. You know. So these are the prime factors that got our people into marrying more than one wife. So not because you want to pity the girl and marry her.
I didn't say pity. I said it's one of the. I was still coming to all these angles.
Yes.
So I also mentioned about the spiritual aspect. If your wife is in her period, she wouldn't cook for you.
Yes, that's like
She would be in her hut. That's why we have the concept of Mbala. People don't know what is Mbala. Here in Igbo land, we have what is called Mbola. I don't know what people from Anambra and Igbo call it, but over here in Imo State, where I come from, we have Mbola. It's a small, should I say, garden or small farmland that is being allocated and given to a woman by her husband. In the ancient time, in the ancient time, if a woman is in her period, that's why we have the and that's Mbala onye na-eme inherit nke o ji bi ime mbiji ime onye na-eme Mbala inherit because ya maka o ji bi ime. So that's why we have the concept of Mbala. People don't know why we have Mbala. They think, oh, Mbala. No. In the ancient time, she'll be isolated or different from the rest of the people. The general compound, she will not cook, she will not come to a general compound, she will not do even medically. If a woman is her period, she's not supposed to even wash clothes with detergent. Because at that time, it's believed that her pores are just open. Even if she puts her leg inside mud water, she can contact so many diseases, according to medical. So, a woman in her monthly period is supposed to go and relax, go and rest.
Okay,
right?
Yes. In addition to that, what I tell people is women are one of the beings that works with nature. Just like you rightfully calculated 13 times in a month, and they align with nature. At that point in time, when the menstrual time begins, this is when the system begins to commune with the universe. This is when the system begins to commune with nature. This is when the system begins to commune with nature, energies, and everything that surrounds elements of living. And every woman in her right senses, not now, but I'm saying to those who are on their right senses now, that time, every woman, or once that time comes, you begin to commune. That is when you are able to pronounce a thing and it will come to pass.
Even say words for your pray for your D.
Yes.
Declare words on his head. If he goes out and comes back, things will start happening.
Yes. At that point in time that the woman is communing with the spirit.
Because you are at your highest frequency.
Yes. Now, to the women today, one of the evidences that will make you know today, if you are not in line with ancestral times, what will make you know the evidence of what I am telling you is what is the system of your body before menstruation and what is the system of your body now in menstruation. system they change. It cannot be the same system. When you are not on your menstruation, it can gyrate, do anything, gyrate, do. But once that time comes, the first day, you become like a newborn baby. Your body system transforms from what it used to be into something else. Now, as at that time, those of our ancestral mothers then, well, once they sit in a place, they are no longer exposed into immoralities. They are no longer exposed into lies. They are no longer exposed into false allegations. Anything immoral, anything bad, anything releasing bad words from their mouth cannot come again. You see them like somebody who is celebrating.
But today, some women will be in the period and be cursing their husband.
Curse, yes. Some women will be in their period today. I curse today. You will do this. Tomorrow your husband will lose job. You're gonna wonder how the man, what happened, which enemies attacking. But you did not know that it was that period when you were on your period that you opened your mouth to pronounce words. And the fact is, some of them have lost the potentiality. Because why? Ignorance today has made our women not to understand the efficacy of that menstrual time. Some people go there for period, go see man. Some people go there for period, enter club, go they gyrate. Some people go there for club, period, go party, they do anyhow. When you are supposed to know that period, you are supposed to be. What is inso? Inso, I don't know how to talk for English. Inso is forbidden.
Inso, always a controversial statement.
Yes, inso is forbidden. Inso is holy.
When I say controversial, you're there. When I say controversial statement, you cannot say it's sacred. You cannot say it's holy.
Yes, that's why I'm breaking it down.
Yeah, it's just
inso is sacred.
It's holy.
Is
abstinence,
avoidance.
Yeah.
So once you are in your inso period, everybody now sorry also. You be left alone. But today we no longer understand the efficacy of inso.
That's Christianity.
So religion came and made you to understand that nothing. A woman is a woman. You know. So our women have to understand the importance and the nature of inso. You know. Yes. Now, in the olden days, our women were freedom fighters. Our women were warriors. Our women were defenders. That is why I concur with you when you say something that gives life cannot take life. That's why I concur with you when you say, because they are Mother Earth. Woman and earth are the same, because earth is the product of woman and woman is the product of man. No, sorry. Woman is the product of earth and man is the product of woman, because woman carries you in a womb and brings you out. And then earth vomited you to be able to vomit another. Today now, our women have lost their potentiality and strength of defense, protection. Our women no longer understand their position as protectors. Let's take retrospection or example from animals. You dare not go close to a chicken that just laid eggs. You don't go close to the eggs. This chicken covers its eggs with its wings. You dare not come close. That is the role of a mother. When the eggs are hatched, she's walking on the road with her children. They don't born you well to come close to any of the children. You don't know born. She will fly into your
even
eyes.
If it's an animal she used to be scared of before, she will no
longer be scared of an animal. That is the role of a mother. In the olden days, Such role can be traced to our ancestral mothers who defended their own, who fought for their own, who made sure that their children are protected. Even in the spiritism, the female spirit is a protective one. She protects and guides her children. The male one, a warrior. He dey go fight. He dey go destroy. But the mother spirit makes sure that she protects her own. Now,
Yeah, that will leave me why people say that Njaba is a female goddess.
yes, I know.
That's Njaba the real Njaba. You've read that before.
Yes,
That will lead you to what you're saying.
yes, you will come to that. Now, like I was saying, in the olden days, our ancestral mothers were protectors. As you can take retrospection from Queen Zinga of Udonga and Motamba, who was a warrior. You talk about Cleopatra of Egypt, who was a great warrior. You talk about
Nefertiti.
yes.
Nefertiti.
You talk about Queen Amina of present day northern part of Nigeria. You know,
Even the about women's riots.
so these were women
Most
who,
of our mothers.
our mothers who understood their role as a mother. But today now, it is no longer like that. Our women do not understand their position as mothers or as women. They see themselves now as kwata sleep with me, give me money. make I
A lot
waka."
has changed. That's the problem.
So a lot has changed resulting from the Western man lifestyle. A lot has changed resulting from the Western man education. A lot has changed from resulting from the Western man lifestyle and innovation and ideology, which has now brought us into being feeble. We are now too vulnerable. An African woman has no more great spirituality. She has lost her spiritual strength a long time ago, that today now she is now vulnerable before any carnivorous or even human. An African woman has lost her dignity and respect where men are, because she abandoned that.
Having feminine essence.
She abandoned her real feminine essence and then brought herself into a corridor where she is now seen as subject or object of caricature. She has now brought herself into a corridor where you see her that with money you can get her
Object
as you
of
want.
sex.
Object of
Object of
you
sex.
know, sex merchant.
Exactly.
You understand? So that dignity and pride of an African woman has been taken. In the olden days, our ancestors, like you made mention of makeup. When you see an African child made up, nobody need to tell you to turn and look at her because of what she depicts. You see great pride. You see great spirituality in her. You see things that will marvel you when you look at her and say,
That is where the white man copied the concept of tattoo. Because Ituri, you know what is Ituri? All those paintings. That's where the white man got their own concept
Yes,
of
of course.
tattoo. So tattoo started in Africa, and this was how our women were decorated in the ancient time.
So when you see this woman, she depicts a character that will marvel you. That when you see the look at her, you ask yourself, you see woman. I challenge people today. When you go to our ancestors, our mothers at 50s, 40s, go to their pictures, taking that time, the photograph. When you look at your grandmother, when you look at them, you don't need to ask, where is she from? The moment you see the picture, wow, this is typical African woman. Everybody with her nature, either her original grown hair, either her original eyelash, her original fingernail. If she's fat, she's fat. If she's slim, she's slim.
Originality.
If she
No
has
bones, threats, nothing.
everything original. And then when you see the state of dressing and how she appears on camera, you see a true born African. But today, the white man came and made sure that he override.
Somebody will each mini skirt and gown.
The white
In the
man,
ancient time, the only thing you used to distinguish a married woman, some of you people don't know this. ihe a na-eji ama nwaanyị nọ na di in the ancient times, a lot of people don't know this. Iwu ọcha ndị mmanya ha, ị nwere ike ịhụ onye mmanya na-aga n'ụzọ isi ya dị uncovered. Every woman must watch ndị mmanụ ebe 70s, ịhụ ha n'ime afọ, ịhụ azọ, they are always putting on her tie. Otu a ka esi ama married woman, ada na amụ ụkwụ akwa abụọ in our land. Ada na abụọ ọla ntị. In the ancient times, eji ama married woman, she will tie her tie on her head. She must put on her earring. There was a place I was teaching this, one old woman called me and said, "Mom, who told you this thing?" Now, an elderly woman, a granny, was telling me is that the time that she herself, Mogarati, now here we hear Lady Warrior, not all Belanula, and the Implant Baga, all auntie, happy, Moya, wish happy Keshia. So yeah, these are the things that African women, African mothers wear. But today now you see a girl who is married. She's not wearing miniskirt. She's wearing long hair. You see her on the mirror. You won't think there's nothing to distribute that this one is married.
Yes.
There's an error. Yes. The system is polluted.
It's polluted. The white man came and told you the identity of.
China Chebe said he put a knife in the things that hold us together.
Yes, and cut it. Things fall apart. Now the white man came and made you to believe that putting on ring is a symbol of marriage. No. But our forefathers did not tell you that when a woman puts ring, you must dress.
You must cover your head. That's your hair.
And stand well. Be in your right position as a woman before you can be. But today now, the white man came with his Western style that our women now bleach their skins in order to look like the white. Our women put eyelashes long as a palm frond in order to look like a white woman. Our women now buy hairs gotten from ill manner in order to look like the white. Our women now no longer eat. Our women now no longer eat. They just want to look as slender as a white woman. So why are we mimicking the Western life? Anyway, I don't blame them because you see this thing called influence. Influence is a very big disease in mankind. Man is easily influenced by what he sees or by what he does. You know, so they got too influenced with the white man's lifestyle and then things began to change.
But the problem is that even the white man copied from them. Because of course, what you have as beauty pageants, or what do you call it, modeling,
yes,
where you see slim people walking and they stole that concept from Africa.
Of course, the white man.
Because in ancient time, there's a period that comes where you see young ladies, they will come and be dancing, and the people will come and be watching them. That's where the white man got the concept of modeling from.
Of course, there is no gainsaying that most of the things the white man reformed.
That's where you get modeling from. But today, women want to starve themselves to look slim. African women, listen. You people are gorgeous. You're wonderful. You are not as slim as the white people. You are thick. You are curvy. You are blessed naturally and endowed from nature. So there is no need of starving yourself just to look like a model. That's their concept, which they stole from Africa.
Yes. So if they decide to be like that, let them be like that. When you go to India, the Indian women practice the Indian culture, the Indian attire, the Indian state of dressing. When you go to China, the Chinese does the same thing. When you go to Arabic countries, they wear and cover themselves like according to their nature and tradition. So why have we in Africa lost our own values? Why have our women lost their morals? Why have our women lost the ways of their ancestral mothers just because they want to look like Beyonce?
Westernization. You now want to take a second wife. Then the one in the house is telling you, that was not how our ancestors lived.
Yes.
Let's say, for example, now that you have a pet, maybe a cat or a dog, which is your pet, that you bought. Maybe after 2 years, you want to take another pet. Now, the other pet that is there is telling you that you're not going to bring another pet in the house. This is not the way our ancestors lived their life.
That pet will go. So, the same way they buy it. You know, in Igbo cosmology,
they live their life.
In Igbo cosmology, there is a saying in Igbo that says, and secondly, there is one that says, Agaba someone Ebrugo Ebrula, or what no better again. I want to go there say, Ebrugo Ebrula, or what no better again. If you have not told a woman, let you be carried home, she will not know that she came to another person's home. So every woman is a camel. So every woman came to a man's house. You were somewhere before you came. So if you misbehave, you go back to where you came from.
It's like a duty of a CEO to a worker. Because while you are answering my name, in the ancient time, when you have a slave or a servant, you answer your name.
Of course.
So why is my wife answering my name?
Because she's your subject.
Why is she
So once you are married to a man, you are a man's subject. Because name changes. That's why I say to people, I say, when you are dating a girl, she's still answering her father's name. If you as a boyfriend tell the girl, baby, on Tuesday, I want you to go to Onitsha and buy me shawarma, she will agree. Few minutes after, her father calls her and tell her, on Tuesday, you go to Nkwo, Ekesiachi, to go and buy me fowl. She will not call you as a boyfriend and tell you, I cannot be able to go to Onitsha again. No, my father said I should go to Ekesiachi and buy him something. My father said I should go to Nkwo and buy him something. I cannot go again. Why is it so? It is so because she's answering her father's name, meaning she's a subject to the father. But the very day you marry that girl,
Transfer of Iken.
transfer the name. She's no longer, maybe her name was Okorie when she was with her father. You are now Okafor. The day the Ikenga is transferred from Okorie into Okafor, tell your wife now, baby, on Tuesday you go to Onitsha to go and buy me shawarma.
Oh, yes.
And then her father will now call her, Chamaka.
Her father doesn't have the right again to call her.
On that same
Think of
Tuesday.
it.
What she will tell her father is, hey, Mpa, dim some gas on Onitsha. My husband said I should go to Onitsha and buy him something. Now, why is she not able to tell the father that the husband said? It's because the name has changed.
Exactly.
She's now answering another man's name, no longer her father's name.
Exactly.
So she's now a subject. So the moment you begin to answer
Someone's name.
someone's name, you are a complete subject to that man. No gainsaying.
Complete. There's no, even if your father-in-law wants to ask the daughter something, he will first of all tell you.
Of course. So it's a complete
Transfer of Iken.
Transfer
Change your
of
ownership.
So when a woman come and say she's a partner to the husband,
No.
first of all, trace your history, know how you take come.
You're not my
You understand?
You're not my partner.
And the way they pay me now, when women come to a man's house, they begin to claim ownership of the house.
The man.
He decrease. I build the house, finish, he come, they tell people, say your house. Don't tell them your house. Say, near Ulu Dimu. Don't come and tell people that that is why.
The modern women will come against you.
Of course. Let me comment. That's why, you see, in Igbo cosmology, in Igbo tradition, a woman is not supposed to fight when the husband is not there. No matter what you prick a woman, no matter how you chook your hand into her eyes, she will maintain. She's waiting for the husband to come back. She will not table the matter to the husband. And then the husband now is the vengeance. The vengeance is for the husband and not for you. For if your husband is not around and you fight in absence of your husband, Omona will come after you. No matter how right you are, they will ask you, did you tell your husband?
Yes,
Yes, why? Did you wait for your husband to come back? Why? So no matter how right you are, you must have to wait
And
for your master.
Here again now, we also bring me to a lot of people listening, viewers all over the world. It's just like when a man is having a business, a transaction with a woman, without first of all seeing the husband. That transaction is null and void.
Of course.
It's good.
Of course.
Because if there is any error or anything that goes wrong at the cost of that transaction, the woman might go free. She will go free. So some of you men that are doing transaction with a married woman without first of all consulting the husband, it's up to you.
Yes. So
It's a piece of advice.
it's a very good piece of advice. So my people, our women, we want to use this medium to say, African woman, know your position. African woman, know your
You need
potentiality.
to walk in that man's house.
Know your boundaries. Know your capability. Know that you are a producer. Every woman is a producer. As long as you carry a child in your womb, you're a producer. Know your defensive mechanism. Know that you're a defender. Take retrospection from chicken. Animals that give birth, you don't come close to their children. They don't born you well. They will tear you apart. See the way chicken uses her wings to protect her eggs.
A woman is there to protect her family, while a man protects the outside.
Yes.
The
The man is a war.
The man was designed to protect outside, when the woman is designed to protect inside.
So understand your position, and if you have learned something from this, let us hear you on the comment section and then see your opinion. We'll come back to you. Thank you very much, High Priest, once again for coming.
Thank you very much.
I know say you will come again. You understand? Many things there to talk.
So many of them.
Yes, many things there to talk. So
Lots of time. So many
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. So guys, see you on comment section. Thank you.